Absolutely soothing sounds, isn't it? It involves African-American improvisational jazz and hip-hop performing artists and comparable artists from South Africa. That's collaborative exchange project titled Englewood Soweto Exchange. It has since evolved from a jazz workshop and cultural exchange that encouraged young musicians from two different backgrounds bound by history to find each other. The collaborative project between the United States and South Africa has since given birth to a single titled We Want Our Land Back. It is led by internationally acclaimed saxophonist and composer Ernest Dawkins. Trumpeter Thabo Sikhakhane is also part of the project, and they join us on Zoom to tell us more. Gentlemen, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'm going to start with you, Thabo. Give us a brief background into how the collaborative project, the Englewood Soweto Exchange, came about and what the inspiration was behind it.
Good morning, Cynthia. The way it started, I got a call from Baba Ernest, so I was really excited to be playing with him. Finding out that we'll be collaborating with some other cats from Chicago that we'll be coming up with was an honor. It was an honor for me because I got a chance to actually play with my brothers and sisters from abroad, and only to find out that we've got the same love for music. So it made it very easy for us to connect and click and love each other as brothers and sisters. Well, this project has been so great and has really helped me, as an individual, getting to understand the culture of music and playing together. And also, we were not just a band playing together, but we became a family, So it came along very well.
Now, Ernest, what was your vision for this cross-cultural exchange, and would you say that you have actually achieved it?
Well, originally, I came in contact with South Africans during apartheid, and some of them were in Europe, the Brotherhood of Rest, Dudukwana, and Louis Mahulu. So I started coming here and doing exchanges about Zim to Chicago, Feya Faku, Andile, Yanana, Herbie Tassoli. Then about Neo Gonzalez to Chicago. My group toured here. So this is kind of extension of what I've been doing all along. And with this particular project, I wanted to focus on younger people and younger musicians and the style of music that they listen to in relationship to jazz. So that's why we have such a strong hip hop element in the music, so we can relate to a younger demographic and get them involved in the music, because it's all about the transmission of the music through the culture. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it certainly is all about the transmission of music into culture, and rightly so. And the project involves African-American improvisational jazz and hip-hop performing artists and comparable artists from South Africa, I would say. So what's the selection process for the artists? What do you look out for?
Well, I look out with this particular project. I wanted some people that hadn't traveled abroad, so they would get the experience of traveling abroad. I wanted to have people that were fresh in their ideas and composition. I gave them some background information in terms of doing research into the cultures, both cultures and histories. So then they'd have a background as to how to compose their pieces. And all the pieces on the CD, the CD is called Want Our Land Back. Everything is composed by the musicians except for Mannenberg and You Think You Know Me. That's it. So the rest of the compositions are original. One is by Thabo Sikhakhane. It's called Brotherly Love, right?
Brotherly Moments.
Yeah. Brotherly Moments. So that's pretty much the gist of the concept of how I chose the musicians. Musicians that I played with. Thabo came and sat in with me at the Chairman one day. And I said, "Yeah, this is one of this dude. We're gonna do something." So that's how it comes about. I was thinking about this the other day because a young guy named Jeff Parker, who's making big waves in the States now, Marquise Hill, who's making big waves. I met them when like 15, 16 years old. And just when they came and sat in with me, I said, come on, man, we need to move. We need to do this.
All right.
And they were serious about what they did.
Now, Thabo, we've seen this project giving birth to your debut single titled We Want Our Land Back. And I suppose that's a very popular sentiment here in South Africa. Tell us more about that.
Oh, actually, my single is Brotherly Moments.
That's my single. We Want Our Land
We Want Our
Back.
Land Back is
Okay.
single, yeah.
Well,
Right,
I
right.
took up on the theme of fees must fall, the idea of land being redistributed all over the world, not just in South Africa, but to all minorities all over the world. Black Lives Matters, the moment is now, so that's why we dealt with We Want Our Land Back. And the land is just a symptom of the whole ideology of Ubuntu and spirituality and ideology and changing the paradigm of how Black people relate to each other all over the world.
Now, gentlemen, how would you describe the sound on this, given the different genres that combine, to make it possible?
Well, when I gave a description, I put in actually hip hop.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of rap and there's a lot of effects. We have a DJ that's doing a lot of effects. So I put hip hop first and then jazz. That's how I categorize it. Mm-hmm.
All right. Thabo and Ernest, great chatting to you, gentlemen. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cynthia.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, great stuff. That was an internationally acclaimed saxophonist and composer Ernest Dawkins speaking to us about the release of Englewood Soweto Exchange's debut single titled We Want Our Land Back. All right, it is 28 minutes after 8, and this is where the show will end on SABC2, but then it does continue on SABC News Channel 404. Till then, to have a great day. Good morning.